There are speculations that the Azerbaijan plane that crashed on Christmas Day near Aktau Airport in Kazakhstan, killing 38 persons with 29 survivors, may have been shot down by a missile fired apparently from Russian Pantsir-S air defense system, with the speculation having some material based that the nearest airport on the Azal plane flight path was Makhachkala, but the plane veered off hundreds of miles across the Caspian Sea to try to negotiate emergency landing at Aktau. A video and photographs made online showed the body of the plane suffered a likely bomb attack and the body was full of holes, which indicated that the missile exploded near the plane and shattered the body of the plane. The video was said to be recorded while the plane was on emergency situation by one of the passengers that survived the plane crash. Russia authorities are yet to respond to media inquiries, but Russia Federal Air Transport Agency Rosaviatsia had shortly after the plane crash said its preliminary investigation showed that the plane was apparently down by a bird strike. Reuters stated that one of the Azerbaijani sources familiar with Azerbaijan's investigation into the crash told Reuters that preliminary results showed the plane was struck by a Russian Pantsir-S air defense system. Its communications were paralyzed by electronic warfare systems on the approach into Grozny, the source said. No one claims that it was done on purpose. However, taking into account the established facts, Baku expects the Russian side to confess to the shooting down of the Azerbaijani aircraft, the source said. According to other sources close to the plane crash investigators, the missile fired from a Pantsir-S air defense system exploded near the aircraft during drone activity over Grozny, Chechnya. Shrapnel from the blast struck passengers and crew mid-flight. Despite the pilot's requests for an emergency landing at Russian airports, the damaged plane was denied permission to land and was ordered to cross the Caspian Sea to Kazakhstan. Data from the flight indicates that the plane's GPS navigation systems were jammed throughout its journey over the sea. Russian sources confirmed that their air defense forces were actively targeting Ukrainian drones in the region at the time of the incident. Kamzat Kadyrov, head of the Security Council of the Chechen Republic, acknowledged a drone attack over Grozny on Wednesday but reported no casualties or damage on the ground. This marks the second commercial aircraft crash linked to Russian forces in a decade, following the downing of Malaysia Airlines flight MH17 in 2014. Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev has launched a criminal investigation into the incident as further details emerge, Euronews reported. Meanwhile, those killed as a result of the tragedy that occurred during the Baku-Grozny flight J28243 were commemorated with a minute of silence at the Heydar Aliyev International Airport on Thursday. Azal Airlines in a statement said, "We will never forget the dear people we lost as a result of the Embraer 190 plane crash. These losses left a wound in the heart of an entire community. This loss calls us to be more sensitive and connected. For this reason, the memorial stand installed at the Baku airport, at the southern entrance of Terminal 2, has a special meaning. The stand is open to everyone. Visitors can share prayers, memories and tributes in their hearts here. May the souls of those who lost their lives tragically in the accident be happy and their memories be eternal." Adding that, a joint statement from the press services of the Ministry of Emergency Situations of the Azerbaijan Republic and Azerbaijan Airlines JSC indicated that bodies of passengers and crew members who died in the crash of an Azerbaijan Airlines plane near the city of Aktau, Kazakhstan, will be brought to Azerbaijan in the near future. At the same time, a special flight of the airline is planned to transport the victims. Their transportation to Baku by this flight will only take place provided that the health condition of the victims, according to doctors, will allow the transportation. In connection with this, the competent state authorities of Azerbaijan and Kazakhstan are taking all necessary measures. Azerbaijan Foreign Ministry in a press release also on Thursday, stated that, on December 26, 2024, the Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Uzbekistan, Bakhtiyor Sedov, called the Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ceyhun Bayramov. During the telephone conversation, the other party expressed condolences on behalf of the state and people of Uzbekistan regarding the tragic accident of our country's plane flying from Baku to Grozny near the city of Aktau the previous day. He wished God's mercy to the deceased, patience to their relatives, and recovery to the injured. It was noted that the Republic of Uzbekistan stands in solidarity with the brotherly Republic of Azerbaijan in these difficult days and shares its grief, and hope was expressed that such a tragedy would not happen again. Minister Ceyhun Bayramov expressed his condolences and thanked the brotherly Republic of Uzbekistan for the support shown on a difficult day for our country and people. From the first minutes of the accident, in accordance with the instructions of the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Mr. Ilham Aliyev, a state commission was established to investigate the causes of the plane crash, and a delegation consisting of leaders of relevant institutions of our country was sent to the accident site. Information was provided on the measures taken to eliminate the consequences of the accident and provide assistance to the injured. We had earlier reported that the Azerbaijan Foreign Ministry has confirmed that 32 persons have been recorded as survivors among the 62 passengers. 5 crew members on board Azal airline flying from Baku to Grozny city in Russia that burst into flame while negotiating emergency landing on Christmas Day near Aktau Airport in Kazakhstan. 32 people have been identified as survivors after an Azerbaijani Airlines, Azal, passenger plane crashed near the Kazakh city of Aktau on Wednesday, the Azerbaijani Foreign Ministry said in a press statement on its website. Azal Airlines in a press release on its social media handles stated the 62 passengers on board the plane include 37 citizens of Azerbaijan, 3 citizens of Kyrgyzstan, 6 citizens of Kazakhstan and 16 citizens of Russia. The Embraer 190 aircraft operated by Azerbaijan Airlines, flight number J28243 on the Baku-Grozny route, made an emergency landing approximately 3 kilometers near the city of Aktau, Azal Airlines stated in quote. Kazakh authorities had earlier said 28 people had survived the crash of the Embraer 190 near the city of Aktau, an oil and gas hub on the eastern shore of the Caspian Sea. The plane was flying from the Azerbaijani capital Baku on the western shore of the Caspian to the city of Grozny in Chechnya in southern Russia. Eyewitness video shows survivors of plane crash in Kazakhstan pulled from wreckage. Some videos shared online showed rescuers pulling out survivors from the wreckage of Azerbaijan Airlines plane crash near Almaty, Kazakhstan, with some of them coming apparently looking strong but with some injuries. 10 people from the crash have been admitted to the Aktau Multidisciplinary Hospital, according to earlier reports from local media. Kazakhstan's Ministry of Emergency Situations said its teams found the aircraft on fire upon arrival at the scene. Rescue units began extinguishing the fire. Currently, information about the victims is being clarified, and according to preliminary information, there are survivors, the ministry said. Azal Airlines, also known as Azerbaijan Airlines in numbers of updated press releases, stated and in quote that there were 62 passengers on board. According to preliminary information, 37 of them were Azerbaijani citizens, 16 Russian citizens, 6 Kazakhstan citizens, 3 Kyrgyzstan citizens. The list of passengers will be announced to the public soon. There were no children among the passengers. Information about the victims will be provided soon. According to the information, there are survivors. They are given first aid. Contacts are carried out with the Kazakhstan side and necessary operative and necessary support is provided by the emergency rescue agencies of Kazakhstan at the scene of the incident. Meanwhile, official statement by Russia Federal Air Transport Agency, also known as Rosaviation, blamed bird strike on the possible cause of the plane crash. Today, around 9:30 Moscow time, an Embraer 190 aircraft operated by the Azerbaijani airline, Azal collided with the ground near the eastern coast of the Caspian Sea while approaching Aktau Airport in Kazakhstan for landing. Preliminary information suggests that after a bird strike and the resulting emergency situation on board, the aircraft's captain decided to divert to an alternate airport, choosing Aktau as the destination. Emergency services of the Republic of Kazakhstan are conducting search and rescue operations. Rosaviatsia is in contact with the carrier Azal, as well as the aviation authorities of Azerbaijan and Kazakhstan, the Russia Air Transport Agency stated. Azerbaijan Foreign Ministry in a press release some hours ago said, and in quote, that on the 25th of December, the Embraer 190 aircraft of Azerbaijan Airlines, with operating flight number J28243 from Baku to Grozny, was directed to Aktau due to an emergency landing requirement and crashed near the city. The causes of the accident are being investigated. There were 67 people on board, including 62 passengers and 5 crew members. According to preliminary information, 32 people have been identified as survivors. Some of them are in critical condition. Following the instructions of the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, a state commission chaired by Prime Minister Ali Asadov has been established to investigate the causes of the plane crash. Moreover, per the instructions of the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, a delegation led by the Minister of Emergency Situations of the Republic of Azerbaijan as well as the Minister of Digital Development and Transport, departed for Kazakhstan in connection with the tragic accident. The Consulate General of the Republic of Azerbaijan in Aktau has been operating at the scene since the first moment of the accident. Emergency rescue agencies are taking urgent operational measures in coordination with the Kazakhstani side. Hotlines related to the accident: Azal, +994 12 504 8280, +994 12 504 8202, +994 12 504 8203. Consulate General of the Republic of Azerbaijan in Aktau, +7 7087 1277016. Ministry of Emergency Situations of the Republic of Kazakhstan, +7 7172 559621, +7 7292 319091. We pray for Allah's mercy on those who died in the accident and for the recovery of those injured.
Osazuwa Level, bringing you the news in a more digital way.